Happy New Year, everybody! It's day 215 of the birthday quest on this very first day of 2015. Today's birthday quest is going out to Eric. Eric is yet another fantastic piano conductor music director to be featured in this birthday quest. Simply put, Eric is one of the most talented people that I've ever had the chance to work with. He and I spent just about every class day for 2 years sitting next to each other as we played for a prominent performing group from Indiana University. We were both peas in a pod as well as being the world's best odd couple. We had a number of things in common, and also our strengths would complement the other's weaknesses, so we had an absolute blast working together. I could literally write an entire book about all the great stories, anecdotes, and adventures we had together. We were both fans of musical spectacle, and there are plenty of amazing stories along those lines. For instance, there was our six-handed outrageous gondoliers that we did at our final performance. Or there was a rehearsal in a large rehearsal room where there were 2 grand pianos, and so we did 4-handed 2 pianos the entire way, plus I brought along a celesta which I put in the right hand just for good measure. There was the a cappella Silent Night at our first Christmas show together, where the third pianist wasn't quite so happy with our harmonizations. Silent night, oh... Shut up! You two, shut up! Shut up! All is... One of my favorite stories involves our foray into alternate instruments. Now, most of these road shows would be piano only, but occasionally a drummer or bass player would come along, and it would really help fill out the show. So, Eric and I started playing the other instruments during rehearsals. I mostly focused on drums, but I did a little bit of bass, and Eric focused on the bass. So we actually did a trial run at a few shows where I played drums and he played bass on a handful of numbers. But there was a show where Eric actually played bass the entire time, top to bottom, and he actually did a good job. There are far too many things to be said to do him proper justice, but I tell you, those 2 years working with Eric were so important in my musical development. To be able to sit side by side for 2 years with another young gun with the same intense passion, focus, drive, and pursuit of the highest possible standards had a dramatic impact on me and was so important at the time. For Eric's birthday quest theme, I used 3 musical quotes. 2 of those quotes are pieces we played dozens of times for that performing group at Indiana University. The third is actually a concerto excerpt that he got to play with a major symphony orchestra during our college years. It's one of my absolute favorites, and I haven't used it yet in previous birthday quest themes because I've been saving it just for him. As usual, all 3 of these quotes are presented in their original keys, but their rhythms and surrounding harmonies are different. If you want to see what 3 quotes I used, check the bottom of the information section below the video on the YouTube page. Happiest of birthdays to you, Eric. I love you, I miss you, and I hope you enjoy your birthday quest theme.